I'm Shivani, and today we're talking about how to shift your focus to raise your vibration and manifest what you want and not what you don't want. Now, the thing is that the universe is all inclusive, okay? It doesn't differentiate. And because we expose ourselves every day to external environment where social media, people, thoughts, information, conversations, that it's really impossible to always be in your high vibration. And if I can tell you by my example, I was in really good vibes for like 4 days back. I was like so pepped up, manifesting exactly what I want, doing so well. I was up feeling like wow. And then 2 days back, I don't know what happened. I mean, of course, now I know what happened. But I just started feeling so down, and I'm like, okay. And because I am conscious about how I'm feeling, I am conscious about what's happening, I understood that I'm going downward spiral thing. So the negative thoughts are like, I mean, honestly, we think so many things every day. Like researchers say, we have like what 60,000 thoughts a day. So obviously, it's impossible to sit and monitor every thought as good or bad. Okay, I'm not allowing you to come inside and not allowing you to. So they are like these clever, creepy things which just casually walk into your frequency and you don't even realize it. And so I didn't even understand, and a negative thought just casually walked to my frequency, and I was like, okay, I don't know what happened because nothing happened as such. And it was not the circumstances, it's the thoughts, which is what most of the times things don't happen to us. It's our thoughts. Like thoughts are the number one way how terrorism is acting, right? Like how everything is inflicting that fear, because they understand that thoughts are the real things which we are battling every day. Like we may not be going to the war and the battlefields anymore, but we are fighting a war every day in our heads with our thoughts, right? You don't even realize that negative thought has entered, and one thought leads to another, and then basically if you know how it feels like. Once you start feeling bad, you kind of start like, putting across like, okay, even this is bad, this is also bad, okay, even this is not happening, okay, this is also, and your focus starts shifting to all the negative stuff, and it's like a spiral. You just start whirlpooling around that spiral, and you're like stuck, like, oh my god, what's even happening? And that's where we need to like hold ourselves up and take charge. Because it's been a while since I have been into this thing, I was aware and I was conscious that, okay, this is not feeling good and I need to do something about it. So number one way to identify that you are having bad thoughts is by that when you feel bad. And because energy doesn't lie, okay? If your energy feels like you feel low, you don't feel nice, it means that something has entered your vibrational level, your frequency, and you're like going down. Could be a person, could be a conversation, could be a thought, could be anything. But what matters is what you do about it. Your job is to raise your vibration, and I wouldn't say that because we are every day so exposed to so many things, I wouldn't say that we'll be at a point we'll be all high vibes. It's a constant practice which needs to be put up, but I can vouch for a fact that with practice, every day it gets better. Like earlier, due to lack of understanding and I didn't know as much as I know, I didn't have experiences as much as I have now. I used to be in that whirlpool, that downward spiral for like 5 days, 6 days, a week, sometimes. But now all it took me that day was like, what, 2 to 3 hours, and I was like back again. And this is the thing, how to fight back that downward spiral of feeling, oh my god, I'm feeling bad, oh my god, I'm feeling bad, oh my god, things are crumbling down and it's like nothing is working out. No, you need to pull yourself up. How do you pull yourself up? Through the vibe shifters. Now, what's a vibe shifter? It's a very fun thing to do, and uh, it's like if you work with yourself for over a period of time, or if you know yourself, you would know what makes you happy, you know what brings you joy, and those are the very things which kind of like becomes tools to bring your joy up. So when, and one more thing, like never ever try to sleep on it, because I've done that a couple of times, and you can sleep on it, but it's just like you're just wasting time. Like ultimately it'll catch on to you. You can bury yourself in work, you can do whatever you want, but the point is you will not be able to give that 100% to what you're doing. You'll not have a good night's sleep and you'll be back again, so better deal with it right now, right? And I would just so the thing is, when you sleep over with bad thoughts, with with negative vibration, with lower frequency vibrations, you wake up the same day and you're gonna spoil another day. So don't I mean, I don't like that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned, not to take bad thoughts to your bed. No, we're gonna sleep happy and have sweet dreams, right? So how to do that and what did I do was basically just I could just feel it in my body, because once you become conscious and aware of how you are feeling, and then you realize, okay, something negative, bad thoughts, so all you're focusing on is to shift your vibes. And I was like, I want to shift my vibes, I want to pull myself out of it, okay? And so I pulled myself up, and I could feel that energy in my body being so stuck and so stagnated and so like sticky. And when you feel like that, you know it's time to get the energy flowing. Coincidentally, the affirmation for my day that day was, I want energy to flow. I want things to flow towards me. So definitely I was not flowing, so obviously everything was so stuck. I could feel it in my body and in my energetic field. So I got to dancing, because I've done that in the past, and it really relaxes me, it makes me feel good, because I'm moving my physical body. I feel a lot of that heaviness in my heart also kind of like lifts up. And that's the thing, which vibe shifter is basically just a list of things. So if you don't exactly already know, I would highly suggest you to go and make yourself a vibe shifter list, and you tell yourself what makes you happy, what works for you, what instantly brings you joy, and bring your focus to that thing. Could be playing with your pet, could be dancing, painting, writing, taking a bath. So all these things really changed my vibration like this. So once I danced a bit around, and I was like, yeah, but not that great yet, okay? So I sat down with my sister painting, and I'm no painter, okay? But I loved the aesthetics, and I loved watching the paints blend in the water and the music. And even before I knew, I was like back to my 0 point. And the day ended up with me and my sister partying at 2 a.m. dancing, and it was a real good night, and I was back to my game, back to focus. And what happened is basically my focus shifted to joy, focus shifted to what brings me joy. And when people say that focus on the good and don't, it doesn't mean that you're ignoring the bad. It just means that you're focusing on what's bringing you joy. And I know it sounds difficult, but really make yourself a vibe shifter list and try this. Shifting your energy will only shift your circumstances. You cannot wait for something to come and make you happy. You can make yourself happy and literally see things coming to you. I mean, that's how it works all the time. Like, all good things have happened to me when I'm feeling good, when I'm like, I am in my best vibes right now, and boom boom boom, I start manifesting. And most of the times when I'm down, I know it just doesn't happen like that. So work on your vibes. We're all going through a lot of changes in our lives, on the planet, and keeping our vibes up, focusing on what brings us joy, is going to really lift your vibrations and the collective earth vibrations. So work on that, and don't expect instantaneous results, but be patient with yourself. And with practice and with working on yourself and working, basically it's all about you. Okay, what do you like, what do you want, and understand yourself. And when you do that, miracles happen. Miracles are every day happening. Just in them. I hope that helped you, and let me know in the comments below if they did. And make yourself a vibe shifter, and I would love to see your list. So you can DM me on Instagram or drop it down in the comments below. And have a beautiful week ahead, and maybe you all have high vibes. Thank you.